All right, this is KaotiK Crypto. We defy tyranny. We had a pretty exciting day at the FOMC meeting. Jerome Powell and the Fed decided to raise interest rates by an extra 25% or 0.25 points. Basically, totally expected. The markets barely reacted. But I think, with no reaction, it's actually better than some reaction. I actually thought he'd be a lot more bearish. I thought he'd be a little more skeptical, maybe say some jawboning bearish things, but he actually was kind of a sweet old grandpa, so to speak. So, I was kind of thinking we'd go down and have a pretty big dip, down to 23 to 25K, but I don't know if that's going to happen now. This is looking a little more bullish to me. I'm thinking we may go for the 38 to 42K level again. I know that's kind of, bouncing around on my predictions, what's going to happen in the next month or so. But just with his stance and the way the markets are reacting, I'm kind of feeling a little bit more bullish. And then if we look at the total market cap, let's see. Yeah, the total crypto market cap is holding its bullish stance. And we did get a retest, actually. Again, everyone is always constantly looking at the Bitcoin charts. Oh, Bitcoin's doing this. Like, this is what the rest of the market's doing. And that's not necessarily the case anymore. The markets are maturing quite a bit. And so basically, we have hit the 21-week moving average on the total market cap of crypto, and that's bullish. We're holding that level. And I'm thinking that we're going to start moving up, sparing some kind of really bad, unforeseeable event. I'm not saying it's going to happen just yet. The Fed now news was kind of a nothing burger, and I thought that has something to do with like a CBDC, which I kind of think it was. I think it's like a prepping for it, but I think that's going to be a slow burn type of thing, and it's going to be something we deal with over the next few years, and probably going to be a big talk in the elections coming up. So that's my stance right now on that. The Solana chart looks pretty good. It looks like it had let's move this over. We got, a retest of a previous line of resistance, and this is super bullish. This is super bullish, honestly. So we came down, retested it, and that means we're going to break back up more than likely. This is a sort of an inverse head and shoulders, and I made my previous estimation around $66. So I think between $50 and $60, you're looking at a price move before we get some more consolidation. With Solana, from here, you're looking at a 10x to just all-time highs. I think Solana is kind of like it could be similar to Ethereum last cycle. Now, I'm not thinking it's going to go to 4K, really. I mean, it could. But I'd say, minimally similar to the all-time high, 10x from here. But really, I think we might go for a 1,000 to 1,200, somewhere in that range would be pretty. I just think that's pretty likely, honestly. I mean, it could go to 4K. If Ethereum goes to 20K, why wouldn't this go to 2 or 2 to 4? Especially if it's a contender. I'm real curious to see what's going to happen. But it's showing some strength. So we'll take a look at a couple other coins here. Cardano is still consolidating. There was some FUD about this. Benjamin Cohen, great technical analysis, but he's calling for a possible another big dip. And I'm not saying it can't happen, but I think Cardano is a little more mature now. I don't think that kind of a price move is going to happen. Again, it could, but I just kind of doubt it. So Algorand is still in a giant falling wedge, and I'm just really curious when it's going to break out. I think this is it's a serious opportunity if it can break back out and come back into the real world here. It's just in like the doldrums of hell in this wedge, but once it breaks out, I imagine come back up and retest and off to the races. Let's hope, right? But I think a lot of this is also spurred by the SEC rulings and stuff like that. So we'll see. But just to get to all-time highs, I mean, you're looking at really a 30x just to get back up there. So I mean, this could be a 100x coin. Put $1,000 and it becomes 100,000. I mean, it's a possibility, right? So something to look out for. Atom, Cosmos looking pretty good. It needs to kind of start getting up there, though. Yeah, I don't want to say it really isn't that good. But Bitcoin's looking pretty healthy. Let's look at the smaller time frames. 4-hour stochastic is a little bit oversold. And TradingView, for some reason, has changed its location for the logarithmic scale. I guess maybe that's the regular one. Maybe this is the regular one. Anyway, 4 hours looking meh. The daily's looking. Daily looks healthy. I think we could go for maybe we might go down to 28K still, but I mean, I just don't know what's going to take us down there. I feel like we have to have some real bearish news, and I thought the bearish news was going to come from the Fed. And honestly, I feel kind of, judging from Powell's words, it just wasn't really that negative. So we'll see. Here's one I've been looking at, the Crypto.com coin. Now, aspiring that this thing doesn't go bankrupt, which it has survived this bear market thus far. If it survives over the next 6 months, this thing could really work some magic. I mean, its all-time high was basically $1. I got in originally about 5 cents before, and it basically retraced the entire time, the entire move. So to go to $1 is almost kind of expected. I think it could go to $10. So this is another one that could be 100x. Now it's a 20x just to the all-time high. So $1,000 into $20,000. And you can see, if you get the Crypto.com card, you get like 3 to 6% rewards on that as well. So it's just kind of exciting. Let's see what the regular markets did. They kind of rallied a little bit. I'm still really wary about these. I'm thinking that things might, reverse. I don't know. We did break back into this triangle, but I bet we break back out and start going back down. This is the U.S. dollar chart. It did have a really big bounce. I'm not convinced on that. So I did work on a little bit of an idea. So I started working on a spreadsheet of some of the ideas, some of the cryptos that I've been kind of looking at stacking. Most of them are on Coinbase. And just like, what am I weekly stacking my dollar cost average move? And I was kind of trying to figure out how much money am I putting into this a month. I really didn't know. I'm just kind of like your typical working guy trying to get ahead. I did almost step away from my job last cycle. In 2021, I was this close to just selling all my crypto and taking a break. I mean, I'm not going to say I could have retired for my entire life, but I could have been doing very well and not worried about anything. So anyways, it's just good to have a plan. There's that whole saying, like, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So that is pretty accurate. I mean, I did make plans last cycle, but I started listening to other people, and I thought it would go further. And I didn't DCA enough into, I guess, not necessarily more risky projects. I just didn't do enough research on them. And I think I was buying mostly Ethereum and Bitcoin and Litecoin, coins that really didn't do anyone a whole lot of good. Like, I did buy some really good ones, Matic and Cardano, but I didn't buy enough. I bought a little bit more, I would have done a lot better. So I think there's a couple coins out there, HBAR, Algorand, Graph. There's a few coins that are real low on that level, like Filecoin. I mean, this thing, Filecoin went so far up. Like, so it's $4 now, and its high was 200. What is that? Is that 100? That's like a 50x just to get the all-time high with Filecoin. So just it's just interesting. It's just like massive opportunity. And those are the ones I'm really looking at. Like, I've stacked a lot of these safer ones, the 10 and 20x's. Like, I want to look at these 25 to 50x's. So that's where I'm at. VE chain is another one. VE chain is at almost 2 cents, and its high was 27 cents. It's 10, 12x. Zilliqa, you can stake some of these things. This Zilliqa, it's 2 cents, and its high was 27 cents, very similar to VE chain. And you can stake this one 15% on KaotiK Wallet. So there's lots of opportunity out there. But yeah, I'll go over a quick little DCA strategy that I've been working on. So this is a minimal strategy. I'm not like putting $100 a week or, $200 a week into one coin. Like, I have a pretty big spread. I'm actually looking at consolidating a few of these because I'm pretty happy already with what I have, or just I'm not really a big, I'm not really into some of these projects all that much. But HBAR, I really think HBAR is like the Polygon of last cycle. There's just a lot of projects. There's a lot of companies. Google, I believe even NASA. Like, there's just a lot of companies and organizations that want to use HBAR. So I'm trying to do 25 a week of that. It's 100 a month. The rest of this year, 500. And my plan is to really just accumulate next year. And then after that, no. Partially for tax reasons as well. Like, it's better not to be making any big trades until you make that big trade. That way you don't get, double taxed and whatnot. But yeah, I'm really looking at HBAR. So that's total 1,700 between now and then. So the end of next year. It's not that much money really, but with what I've already stacked, I'd really like to put more in. I'm planning on putting in bonuses, any unexpected income, anything I could save. I imagine the gas prices are going to start going down. I mean, if the gas prices go down $1, that's an extra $100 or $200 a month in your standard family. Take those couple $100 a month, separate them into a few of these. You can double it, right? You can double your money. So it's just right now, it's really hard to get money. Like, I'm a typical working guy. Like, I make a decent salary. I have to bust my butt pretty hard to do what I do. But there's a lot of opportunity out there. Anyway, we got HBAR, GRT's graph. That's like a AI computer rendering type of thing. I actually need to do a deep dive on that. I'm not putting a lot away on this one. I've already stacked a lot, so I'm really just putting $20 a month a couple of times. $20 a month, $100 between now and the end of the year. I mean, I already have a fair amount, so I'm not really worried about it. It's like once I've accumulated what I want, I'm kind of stop. Problem is these things are so low right now. It's just too good of a bargain not to buy. These are like 20 and 30x's right here. Link, I think, is a solid 10 to 20x, but I don't think it's going to do more than 20. But I do buy that pretty much weekly, $10 a week. Cardano, beyond it being a good 20x to get to the all-time high, I just completely believe in it. I believe in Charles Hoskinson. I'm all about him. I'm all about it. So I'll put a little bit more into that one. Cosmos, I love the staking rewards, so I put a fair amount every week into that, and I already have a lot stacked there. Filecoin, I was just talking about that. That's the 50x to the all-time high. I really want to do more. So the ones that asterisks, I want to do more. So build a plan. Like, hey, do I need to take a part-time job, make a couple more dollars a week? That's make $200 more a week. That's $800 a month. That's substantial, right? So Polygon, I had a ton of Polygon on Celsius, so I'm trying to revenge buy it. I won't be able to get to what I had on there, unfortunately. I don't think. Just thank you, Alex Mashinsky. Solana, I already have a bunch of that, but I want to get a little more aggressive there. You can stake that for 7% on Exodus wallet. DOT, you can stake it for between 8 and 12% on a lot of programs, and Crypto.com and Coinbase actually. I have a fair amount already of that, so I just do $10 a week. Maybe I'll do more. Think about it. I kind of want to do a little more, but I've heard rumors about the guy who founded it. Just happened. I don't know what just happened. It's weird. Okay. Engine I already have a lot of, so I might be like pumping the brakes on the accumulation there. Quant, a lot of people talk about Quant. It's an easy 10x. I just don't really care for the project really. It sounds weird to me. XRP, I may take this off because I already have a fair amount, and like I got kind of burned with my. I just don't know what it's going to really do. XDC has been really running. I'm really kind of digging that one, but the problem is you can only buy it on certain platforms. So Render, I think that's one really to look at. I think that one's got a lot going for it. Near Protocol, apparently they're in kind of a battle with Phantom or something like that. I'm all about Near, or no, not Phantom, the Avalanche. I just don't like the team with Avalanche. They have some weird, sketchy lawyers. But Near, I think, has got something going on. I do $10 a week of that, but maybe I'll do more. Injected Protocol, I forget exactly what it does, to be honest. I think it's on the atomic, like the Cosmos blockchain. Anyway, so I got some others. Optimism, Osmosis. I'm not really big on these. I just don't really care that much, so I don't know if I should just keep on stacking or not. Ocean Protocol, this is a big one. I really want to up the ante on that. That's your standard AI coin. That Fetch AI, and then there's also Singularity Net. I think AI coins will have a place, kind of like AI may be the metaverse of the next cycle. That this last cycle was NFTs and metaverse were pretty big last cycle. What's the narrative going to be this cycle? You got to keep on asking yourself that. And what are these coins associated with? KaotiK is on the Cardano blockchain, handles their algorithmic stablecoin stuff. Internet Protocol got completely screwed last cycle, but I have a bunch on there. I'm trying to dollar cost average it back in, just keep it. That could be like a 50 or 100x. It's just got really hit hard. Ren Protocol, I have a fair amount of that. I'm not completely familiar with all of it. NMR is supposed to be like a gambling token. Synthetics is supposed to be for synthetic stocks and assets. So this might be a really good one. I already stack a fair amount, but maybe I'll start stacking more. But anyway, I basically did a full layout of a combination of weekly and bi-weekly buys, some a couple monthly. But as a whole, I have some on Crypto.com, Zill, Bet, Harmony. But as a whole, I'm putting away about $1,400 a month into crypto, which is pretty substantial. That's a lot of money. And it's about what I did before, and really planning to not miss this next run. So we'll see what happens. But this is just an idea. I think it's always a good idea to put. I've been making a lot of spreadsheets this cycle. I've been posting more videos of my ideas and plans. And I think by being more communicative to a community and reflecting back with people and trying to build a community. If you're interested, please comment below. Hit the like, subscribe. Maybe I'll start looking into doing meetups. I'm in the U.S., so East Coast. So we'll see what happens there. It's just I need more people to kind of start getting more engaged. We're still in the bear market. Things are real negative, so I totally understand. It's a tough grind. But next year is going to be a different story, no doubt about that. So anyways, that might be really it for me today. I might do another quick run. We'll take a quick look at the bubbles. The XDC is still running. Let's look at the daily bubbles. Caspa has just been running. Comp token, I noticed, is making pretty good big moves. Solana was the big move today. Phantom, Link. Fear and Greed is pretty much purely neutral. Nothing big there. Dogecoin jumps past Crypto. That's pretty amazing. I don't know why that would have. XRP verdict. SEC appeal could actually amplify Ripple's landmark victory. What? I don't know what that's talking about. Fed released its highly anticipated interest rate decision. The dollar. Ripple has partner. Yeah, nothing new. Anyway, that's me for me today. I check in tomorrow. Hang in there, keep piling on, and hope you enjoyed. Peace.